Nintendo's had a couple little oopsies recently. There is a possibility that they accidentally spoiled that some sort of Yoshi's Woolly World port or something was coming to Switch. Well, the jury's still out on that one. But then before that, we had the whole the Switch 2 edition thing that was kind of soft revealed on their website. But we seem to have another one, and this one is a bit more major, I would say. Apparently on the Korean Nintendo website, the official Nintendo website. This is not something that has just kind of popped up on like fanny boards or something. This was allegedly on the official Nintendo site for Korea. It revealed some key art for Donkey Kong Bonanza, and I mean, I could give a spoiler warning. I figure you probably wouldn't have clicked the video if you were concerned about spoilers, but I'll give you a sec. Give you a second, all right? It's Pauline. It's basically the same art that we have seen of DK doing a big smasherel, and Pauline seems to be hanging on to his necktie, but it's not just Pauline. It appears to be like a kid version of Pauline, and this is surprising for so many reasons. Where do I even start? There's so many things to say about this. I think, first and foremost, I love the idea of Pauline being in the game. You know, as many have pointed out, it's a human character in a Donkey Kong game, which is cool. And, you know, it's acknowledging the whole DK Pauline history. So it's a really fun angle. And, you know, a while back I did that video that at Vicarious Visions, it seems very likely that they were working on a 3D DK game, and it seemed like it was going to be really great, but then Activision ended up canceling it, and it was a whole thing. But a big point of that was it seemed that Pauline was probably or possibly going to be featured in that game as well, and I really liked that idea. I mean, I liked pretty much all of the ideas presented by what we know about that game. So it is cool if, you know, here we're finally getting another big 3D DK, and if they also thought that idea was just cool to have Pauline involved in some way, then that's neat. I like that. But like, really, I just have so many questions, cause like, okay, for one, here's the next thing we'll address. I see a lot of people trying to figure out where this fits on the timeline. You know, I think Nintendo introducing the idea that Cranky Kong was like the original DK and now he's older, that was a big mistake, because I don't want to rain on anyone's parade, but there's a lot of theories going around about this new DK. Maybe he's not even the regular DK. Maybe this is DK Jr. and he's grown up, or it's a prequel well, I got other spoilers for you if you haven't seen the Treehouse footage, but Cranky Kong is in the game. Maybe that was the previous Cranky Kong. Point is, I don't buy any of that. There is no timeline. They're never going to play with the story in any other interesting way ever again, I don't think. I think that was just a cute little joke from way back then, but I don't see any of these lore theories turning out to be true. That's not something that I think Nintendo is going to want to explore here. So Pauline being in it, I don't think he's going to have any major significance as far as like lore, canon, timeline goes, you know? It's just not really Nintendo's style. So now we come to the other reason this is really confusing. Because judging by this picture, Pauline looks to be kind of like a little like companion, you know, like he's doing some smashing and she's like grabbing on and she's along for the ride. She's like riding on his shoulder. Oh, could it be that Pauline is like the little friend character in Nintendo? I don't know what it is. They just love their little friend characters, especially if you have a non-vocal protagonist. You got to have a little friend character who can talk for them. So okay, it could be like a little Pauline on a shoulder. I like that idea. Again, I really like the idea of utilizing her. Thing is, though, he's got one already. He's already got a little friend character. We can see in the trailers and in the footage, there's a little Rocky thing that I am 100% sure is named Chip. It's riding on his shoulder. It's a chip off someone's shoulder. Its name is definitely going to be a chip. It's made of rock. Okay, so let's just get that out of the way. Its name is Chip, and that already seems to be DK's little friend. So, okay. So he's not going to have two, or they take turns. They're like, I want to go on the adventure today. No, I want to. I can't really see it being both. But then at the same time, in this image, Pauline has a bracelet that seems to be basically a little chip bracelet, the same color. It looks like it's made of rock. Okay, sure. Other theories come to mind. What if this little rock is Pauline? Pauline has been transformed into this little rock because they wanted Pauline to be a part of the whole thing. They wanted Pauline to like be riding on his shoulder, but they thought like an actual human Pauline riding on the shoulder would be a little weird. So instead, she transforms into a little rock and DK's got to figure out how to fix her. Okay, sure, maybe we're getting somewhere now. But look back at the image. Why is she a kid? She's a kid. Pauline isn't normally a kid. So that suggests that, is there some other magic at work here? Pauline has been accidentally transformed into a rock, but also a child? You know what I mean? That kind of seems like two separate ideas. She's a kid and you gotta fix her, or she's a rock and you gotta fix her. And, you know, and if this is true, that this little rock character is Pauline, then that seems to be the kind of thing, you know, would it be revealed later in the game? That's not likely, because then why would you have key art with her in it? That's a story spoiler. This makes me think that we are going to know going into the game that Pauline is in the game, especially because it's this image. We have seen this image as like it's like the box art thing. It is the image of DK that represents this game, and in this version, it's child Pauline with a chip bracelet, but then everywhere else we've seen it be the actual little rock thing. Could it just be both? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this does take place in the past, back when Pauline was a kid, and this was how the two of them somehow got introduced, which would be weird because she was an adult, and then he was like the villain at that time. Well, they were friends before that. It's a complicated relationship. But could it be that, yes, somehow just in this story, Pauline is a kid, but so she's not been transformed into a kid, but she does get transformed into a rock. Is she only a rock some of the time? You know, because again, if this is key art, if this is gonna be on like the cover, does that mean that some of the time she's a kid hanging on his tie and sometimes she's a rock? Is this transformation something that happens back and forth? Why would that be? That's just, it's awkward. I just can't, I can't work it out in my head. I can't like see a version of the game in my head where all of these things exist. Pauline is there and she's a kid hanging on his shoulder, but sometimes she's a rock. She's just a little rock. Didn't have that on the bingo card. I predict that in 2025, Nintendo's gonna reveal a new 3D DK where Pauline is a kid and a rock. So yeah, this is really all we have now. I do anticipate that between now and release, we will probably get a new trailer that will show us new things about the game, perhaps new, features, new mechanics, perhaps like kind of like Mario Odyssey style. You know, they reveal the game and then later they give us more. They've already revealed a lot of really great mechanics. I don't know what else they have to show. Maybe nothing. Maybe it's more of a story thing. But like, yeah, I don't know. The final version, is it going to be Pauline or is it? I mean, we basically have the box art already, and it's the rock. It's Rocky. It's Rocco. It's Chippo. So like, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is with Pauline riding on his shoulder. I don't know. I don't know what it's supposed to be. But I guess we kind of just gotta wait and see what happens. I suppose It'll all make sense eventually.